Have you seen the movie American Fiction? If you haven't, I beg you to go out and see it. American Fiction really, really got my wheels going, y'all. The main character is Jeffrey Wright, who plays Thelonious Monk, and he deals with some issues that we as African Americans deal with, and it actually highlights some work that we need to do in the health equity space. So I really enjoyed watching Jeffrey Wright and Erica Alexander in American Fiction because they highlighted how we deal with dementia. This is Dr. Erica R. Jones, MD, and today I'm going to be talking to you about dealing with dementia in our loved ones. Everything from being able to recognize it, the most common types of dementia, and some of the things that may be used to diagnose dementia. For those who don't know, African Americans are disproportionately affected by dementia, and this is something that we need to start talking about in our communities. Do you know the most common type of dementia? Guess. Guess in the comments. What is the most common type of dementia? If you guessed Alzheimer's disease, you are wrong. Yeah, Alzheimer's disease is the most common type of dementia. And it's important that as we age, as our parents and our friends age, that we start to pay attention to what's going on in their lives and how they're navigating through their lives. So I'm going to talk to you for a little bit about what dementia actually is and what Alzheimer's dementia actually is. Alzheimer's disease is a progressive disease that starts with just mild memory issues, and it actually can progress to the individual not even being able to carry on a conversation or respond to their environment. You know, it involves parts of the brain that control language, memory, and thought, and it can seriously affect someone's ability just to live their day to day lives. It can affect their ability to carry out their daily activities like cooking, running to the store, and doing things that they are usually able to do. And it's one thing to note that Alzheimer's disease is not, it's not a normal part of aging. Memory problems are typically like one of the first warning signs, not just for Alzheimer's disease, but other related dementias as well. So when you start to pay attention to things, maybe in your parents or your other loved ones, there's some things that you may want to watch out for, right? So people who are developing Alzheimer's disease may actually start to have memory loss where they get lost in a place where they're normally pretty comfortable in. You might find them repeating questions. They might be mishandling their bills, simple things that they used to be able to pay for. They may mishandle money. Their judgment may be decreased. And these are all things that should be alarming. Other things to look for are changes in, mood, personality, or behavior. So if you start to see any of these signs in your loved ones, it's important that you do not ignore them. Make sure that you make a note of them and then consider actually going to a visit with your loved ones and talking about it to their healthcare provider. Because once again, Alzheimer's is not a normal stage of aging. It's not. Black people, I got some alarming statistics. Black participants in an Alzheimer's research study were about 35% less likely to be diagnosed with Alzheimer's and related dementias than their white participants. Despite the national statistics that show that Black Americans are overall about twice as likely to develop dementias than whites. Did you hear what I said? Previous studies have shown that for the overall US populations, Black Americans, yes, including myself, my mother, my father, Black Americans, we are roughly 1.5 to 2 times as likely than white people to develop Alzheimer's and related dementias. Do you know what that means? We have to be very vigilant about decreasing our risk factors for dementia. Now, one of them, of course, is older age. And, we want to keep living. So it's not much that we can do about that one. But there are other risk factors that we can help keep down. One of those is heart disease. We can be cognizant about what we are putting into our bodies and the amount of movement that we are initiating and keeping up for our bodies to decrease the risk factor of heart disease, right? High blood pressure, we can pay attention to our diets. Once again, we can move more. We can try to mitigate our stress levels and find healthy coping mechanisms. There are things that we can do. Our family history, it's another risk factor for dementia. It's not much we can do about that, right? Outside of just knowing our family histories. So it's important for us to understand the risk factors of various diseases that affect us disproportionately and be vengeful about taking care of ourselves. Dr. Erica Jones, I'm here to provide the facts for you.